Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhul Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with the IGP. IGP is a social and certified international educational and training institute. In last 3 years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to general professionals and all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to students, job seeker, job holder, and also for learners, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, our quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 PM services for free, like trade on portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and all knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free course, converse sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by Global Union professionals to develop all kind of youth and promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the state of global professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concept for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Move to the next, we will continue support. We already completed 1,739 webinars successfully. Moving to the next with the continuous support, we already completed 1,739 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account forms with profile information. Note that with profile information you will enjoy our feature with mismatched data. You cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We request that you have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified certificate. Now it's easier and time limited because after the session we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificates. If you are a host of IGP, download the certificate of gratitude. If you are an online life quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in an award function which organizes common support with IGP, you can download that also. You can actually prepare and download it. It also receive certificate from our website visiting certificate of global professional membership, certificate of global increase in the pandemic, certificate of active knowledge, certificate of social activities in the pandemic, certificate of achievement IGP knowledge in campaign 2020, 2021, and 2022. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2, Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement 2, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4, The New Trend in Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Public Skill Evaluation, Leadership and Managerial Skills, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6, Trend in Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7, Research and Comprehension Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8, Art and Teaching with Art, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Student Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000% national level quiz with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, help tips for parents, and tips for teaching, tips for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our preparation service website for free and many more. Dear IGP evaluation, we promised previously, but lack of technical issue. We are late sending on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous connection. We solve all issues from our website. Now you can analyze it, password everything. You check it this for all different details. It's a cordial request to check all button and pages on our website. Should like and see verify. Thank you, but note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 1740 webinar, which name is Yogic diet for boosting immunity. And today our speaker's name is Dr. Kishore Mukhopadhyay. He is from India. Before I hand over this to our speaker, sir, I want to share a very little bit about him. Associate Professor in Physical Education, Union Christian Training College, Baharampur, Murshidabad, West Bengal. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Sir, please make it full screen. We cannot see. Okay, sir. The stage is here. You can start your presentation now.
May I audible, madam?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, my skin is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Your screen is visible.
Okay. So, good evening, everybody from India. Respected all the members of global professional institutions. Respected moderator of this webinar and my learned friends. Today, my topic of discussion is yogic diet for boosting immunity. I shall start with a slope that is Sharira Madhyam Kholu Dharma Sadhanam. The body is surely the foremost instrument for all good deeds, that means actions and duties. In order to fulfill our dharma, first start with the body. So if your body is well enough, your mind will be good. And you are able to perform any kind of duties in a fruitful way. This is the main essence of this sloka. So today I have divided my discussion in following heads. My agenda is concept of food and diet, then what is yoga and Ayurveda, then body or Sharira, Triguna, yogic diet. I'm just eliminating this fasting concept from this presentation. And last one is the immunity and health. So what is food? Ahar. Any nutritious substance that people or animal eat or drink or that plant absorb in order to maintain life and growth is food. What a person habitually eats is food. Diet means anno. The word actually comes from the Greek word dietetia, which means way of life. The food and drink that a person, animal, or group usually takes. Many birds lives on a diet of instinct. The kind and amount of food selected for a person or animal for a special reason as improving health. So diet has two main concept. The meaning of diet first, the first implies some sort of temporary eating effort. As in, I am going on a diet this month. I am going on a ketogenic diet for this month. That means it is a temporary effect. The second implies the food intended to be eaten by a particular species. As in, a monkey's diet is made up of bananas and leafy greens. There is a permanent type of diet. So a temporary concept and a long-term aspect related with the diet. The term diet, we are referring to the second use of the word. This is a diet of human seeking optimal health, inspired by food, as we, as a species, are intended to eat according to the nature's design. Now, nutrition, what is nutrition? Nutrition is the science of food and how the body uses it. Nutrient, which nourishes the body. And diet is the science of feeding people according to their requirement. So these are the three aspects. And most important aspect is linear reductionist model of diet. So we have to shift the paradigm from linear reductionist model of diet to the holism approach. That is the approach of yoga, or you can say Ayurveda. Reductionism is a philosophical theory hypothesizing the phenomena may be easier to understand when they are broken down or reduced into small parts. There is almost no direct relationship between the amount of nutrient we consume and the amount of nutrient that enter the body. It depends on what the body needs in that moment. The need is constantly sensed by our body, and these determine what nutrient goes where. That means whatever food we are taking, it does not indicate that we are absorbing the total portion of that food. Clear? So depending upon the requirement of the body, whatever food we are taking, some part of it is absorbed for utilization and maintenance of health and well-being. There is a huge variability in nutrients in an identical food. Identical species of food does not actually have the same level of nutrition. That means an apple in one hand could have a little as 1/8 of the nutrient as an apple in the other hand. Two food, one food of two different types, or two different food. That means two apples are not equal. As all the individual in this universe are unique. In this way, all the foodstuffs in this universe are not same. Clear? Nutritionist interactions dramatically change how our body absorbs them. For example, calcium decreases iron's bioavailability by 400%. There are many studies that show these interactions, but we are just searching the surface with them. So what does it mean? If some kind of food we are taking, the nutrient particle of this food, portion of this food, are interacted with each other. What are the nutrients particles are present? So we have to think a holistic point of view rather than a particular ingredient. That means if we want to increase the iron within our body, we can use the stem of banana tree. But without the use of lemon or vitamin C, we are not being able to utilize it. That's why we have to think the food as a whole. And there is no concept of calorie in Ayurvedic diet or Yogic diet. So Yogic diet approaches towards the holistic views, food as a whole. All the science suggests we simply need to consume food groups that are optimal for the body, and the rest takes care of itself. So this is the linear, we have to shift the paradigm of linear reductionist model of diet towards the holism approach. That is the uniqueness of Ayurveda. There are various kinds of diet as well, that is ketogenic diet, then Mediterranean diet. Vegan diet is the totally vegetable diet. Honey is also not included in the vegan diet. Then gluten-free diet, some particular type of protein is there, which is some people are not being able to absorb it or digest it. That is gluten-free diet, which is present in the wheat. Then paleo diet, then vegan diet and paleo diet is a if we compile these two types of diet, we can get the pagan diet, then blood type diet, Dukan diet, then DNA type diet. Vegetarian, the DNA type diet is depending upon your DNA. We are selecting that different kind of diet, low fat diet, high protein diet, balanced diet, etc., etc. Then vegetarian diet, intermittent fasting is also an important part. Then carnivora diet, omnivora diet, therapeutic diet, the diet which is used for the purpose of the therapy for a particular to heal the particular diseases is termed as therapeutic diet. All these various kinds of diets are available nowadays. What is vegetarian diet? All vegan foods. Vegan food is totally plant-based food. Animal byproducts, materials derived from the body of an animal, like milk, cheese, egg, honey, gluten, bone, etc. Bone broth, etc. Ovo-vegetarian means vegetarian as well as they are taking the eggs. That is ovo-vegetarian. Lacto-vegetarian means they are vegetable, they are vegan diet, but they are using the dairy dairy, that means milk, that is lacto-vegetarian. Lacto-ovo-vegetarian means that is vegetarian diet, vegan diet, but they are taking this milk and egg. That means lacto-ovo-vegetarian. So three kinds of vegetarian diets are also there, and you can include the vegan diet as well. It is totally plant-based diet. And then omnivorous diet, all vegan and vegetarian foods, animals, seafood, poultry, and or red meat. Pescatarian diet, that is only seafood, no poultry or red meat. Polotarian diet, that is seafood and poultry, no red meat is there. Then omnivora diet, yes, seafood, poultry, and red meat, all these things are there. Poultry means birds, chicken, turkey, duck, red meat, land animals, cow, pigs, lamb, etc., etc. So these are the basic concept, basic aspect of diet. Now, what is yoga? Why I am thinking about yogic diet? Why I am telling about yogic diet? That means something different is there in yogic diet. So first, if you want to understand this yogic diet, you have to understand the yoga first. What is yoga? Yoga is the science of body, mind, and spirit. And yoga is the union of individual microcosmic consciousness to the universal macrocosmic consciousness. Or you can say it is the union of Jivatma with Paramatma. That is yoga. Yoga means union or connection, which just I am telling that. In Sanskrit, the word yoga is used to signify any form of connection. Yoga is both a state of connection and a body of techniques that allow us to connect to anything. According to Patanjali, yoga is blocking, that means nirodha, of mental modification, that is chitta-vitti, so that the seed, that means droshta, re-identifies with the higher self. Actually, Maharishi Patanjali is the father of Yoga Sutra. Clear? Yoga is not a religion. It is a science. Science of well-being, science of youthfulness, science of integration, body, mind, and soul. Now here, in this sloka, yoga is the chitta-vitti nirodha. Now, what is chitto and what is the chitta-vitti and how to restrain it? That is the main important aspect of the yoga. There are 5 vittis are there. Chitta-vittis are of 5 types. Pramana, viparjaya. Pramana means the right knowledge, a state in which the mind reflects the reality. Viparjaya means conception, a state when the mind makes a wrong judgment. Vikalpo, imagination and feelings. Nidra, deep sleep. And smriti, memory. These are the vittis. And what is the meaning of chitto? Chitto is a more complicated terminology. It is not just like mind. Chitto is a composition of mind, ego, and intellect. Chitto is a composition of mind, intellect, and ego. And these are the vittis. And with the help of this chitto, and how we are going to restrain this chitto vitti is the main essence of this yoga. The main aim of yoga is to still and attain a superior state of mind. Okay? So, now, this is in sort of like yoga. A little bit about yoga. It is a very difficult and broader area, broader philosophy. Ayurveda. Now, what is Ayurveda? Ayurveda is an ancient medical tradition from India. Dhanvantari is the god of Ayurveda. And Charaka is the father of Ayurveda. The term is derived from the Sanskrit ayur, means life or longevity, and Veda, means knowledge and science. Ayurveda, Indians' traditional and natural system of medicine that has been practiced for more than 5,000 years ago. Ayurveda provides an integrated approach to preventing and treating illness through the lifestyle interventions and natural therapies. Ayurvedic theory states that all disease begins with an imbalance or stress in the body's consciousness. Lifestyle interventions are a major Ayurvedic prevention and therapeutic approach. Concisely, Ayurvedic science is a holistic health science of prevention, prognostics, diagnostics, causes, pathogenesis, disease, and their management or treatment. Ayurveda places special emphasis on ahar, that is diet, and anno, and believes that healthy nutrition nourishes the body, mind, and soul. Ayurveda does not discriminate food to be good or bad. Instead, it emphasizes various factors that influence food, such as its biological properties, origin, environmental factors, seasons, preparation, freshness, and provides a logical explanation of how to balance food according to one's dosha and physical needs. Aim of formulating these science of Ayurveda is to constantly maintain the body constituents in homeostatic condition. Balance of dosha, dhatu, and mala in requisite proportion with each other. Now we have to understand what is dosha, what is dhatus, and what are the malas. Conception, nature, and function of dosas. Actually, our body is made up of three kind of dosas: Vata dosa, Pitta dosa, and Kapha dosas. And 5 elements are there. They are operating in these dosas. If the space, and there these 5 properties are space, air, fire, water, and earth. If the space and air element is higher or dominate, playing a dominating role, you are in the Vata dosa. If the fire and water element playing a dominating role, you are in Pitta dosa. If the water and earth playing a dominating role, you are in Kapha dosa. All types of dosas are present in the human body, but predominant role of for a particular dosa plays a major cause of this disease. And these dosas are also related with our gunas: Rajasic, Sattvic, and Tamasic. 3 types of gunas are there as well. Rajasic guna is related with Vata dosa, Sattvic guna is related with Pitta dosa, and Tamasic guna related with this Kapha dosa. Rajasic dosa is catabolic in nature, Sattvic dosa is a balancing state, it is a metabolic in nature, and Tamasic dosa is an anabolic state. Vata dosa is responsible for all movements, and it is the initiating and controlling factors. Pitta performs the activity like digestion, metabolism, production of heat, and that is why it is called Agni, means fire. Kapha performs the function like protection, strength, stability, and resistance. Our upper part of the body, head and above, is under the Kapha dosa. Middle portion between heart and navel region is under the control of Pitta dosa, and the below navel region is under the control of Vata dosas. Now, which I have already discussed, the space and air, these 2 elements are formed this Vata dosa, and fire and water is formed this Pitta dosa, and water and earth is formed the Kapha dosa. According to yoga, there are 3 fundamental forces in material universe which operate our body in the external world. Now, so what we have learned so far, 5 elements are there, and these five elements are present in the human body, and our universe is also made up of these 5 elements. Clear? And depending upon the dominating role of this element, we are falling in particular type of dosa. Actually, all kind of dosas are present in our body, but depending upon the predominant role or dominating role of particular element, we are falling that we are in Vata dosa, we are in Pitta dosa, we are in like that, Kapha dosa, like that. So now there are 3 gunas. Actually, Bhagavad Gita discussed in this region the 3 gunas. Whatever text I am going to discuss here, I am taking the concept from Bhagavad Gita, Ayurveda, and Yoga Sutras. There are 3 forms through which Prakriti manifests itself in a matter, known as 3 gunas or 3 quality of nature. The word Prakriti also consists of 3 root words. Pro, it is means Sattva-guna, K or Kro means Rajagunas, T means Tamoguna. Prakriti means is a composition of Sattva, Tamo, and Rajagunas. The three gunas, Sattva, Tamo, and Raja gunas, are the three essential energies of the mind. Ge- Genetically determine the psychological characteristics of an individual are depend on the relative dominance of the three gunas. This is I have already discussed. The space and air element is made up with Vata dosha and they are Rajasic in nature. Fire and water element made up with Pitta dosha, that is Sattvic gun in nature, and water and earth element when they are dominating factor, then you are in Kapha dosha and Tamasic guna is associated with it, which I have already discussed earlier. Now, germ layers will be produced after Shukro, Sonitho, Samayoga. These germ layers are the responsible for Dosha Raja Prakriti Nirmana. Ectomorph are related with Bhatu Raja Prakriti. Ectomorph means lean, those who are lean thin in nature. Mesomorph, those who are muscular, are related with Pitta Prakriti. And endomorph, those who are fatty, they are related with Kaporaja Prakriti. There are sub layer also. Subtypes of Vata dosha. That means how many types of Vatas are there. Then air, that is Prana, Udano, Bano, Samano, and Apan. These are the 5 types of air present within our body. Vata is present within our body. In same way, Pitto, Sadhoka, Alochoka, Rajoka, Pachoka, and Bojraka is present in our body, and Kapo, Tarpoka, Bodhoka, Avalambaka, Kledoka, and Shlesa is present in our body. These are the subtypes of Kapo, subtypes of Pitta, and subtypes of Batu. Now, classification of food on the basis of Trigunas. According to these Triguna, the food is classified into 3 categories: Sattvic food, Rajasic food, and Tamasic food. Sattvic food nourishes the body and mind. It is easy to digest and the waste is eliminated without difficulty. Rajasic foods stimulate passion and cause stress and pain in the body, and Tamasic foods dull the mind, make one lethargy and heavy. And there are, I have discussed earlier, that's dosa and dhatus and molas. We have to balance the dosas, dhatus, and mola in order to make us healthy. So it is also related with the rasas, that is juices and flavors of diet. There are 6 types of rasas present, that is sweet or madhura, sour or amla, salty or labana, spicy or tikta, bitter or kotu, and astringent or kasai. These 6 types of rasas are present within our body, and our sapta dhatus are of 3 types: fluids, solid and fats, and fatty. Fluids means ras, so and rakto. It is made up of raso and rakto. And solid, manso, muscle and tissues, osthi and medo. That means adipose tissue. And fatty, mojja, bone marrow, and shukro, generative tissues. These are the these are the 7 types of sapta dhatus present over here: Sukro, Majja, Osthi, Mamso, Medo, Rakto, and Rasho. Now, which I have just discussed, we should balance the dosas, dhatus, and molas. There are 3 basic type of molas: stool, urine, and sweat is the basic molas, and beside these there are other dhatu mol as well. These are the dhatu molas. I'm not going to discuss in a detail. And now we are going to discuss about the food. What food we should take? That is sattvic diet, means one which increases the life, intelligence, strength, health, pleasure, love, and which is tasty, fatty, stable, and keeps the mind cheerful. In case of these food types, when we are thinking to boost up our immunity, when we're thinking to practice yoga, you should follow the sattvic ahar. That means sattvic type of food you should take in order to build up your immunity to a greater extent and in order to fit and healthy. So this food includes fresh fruit, vegetable and fruits, germinated grains and pulses, rich in fibers, vitamins, and minerals, dietary dairy products, and less spicy. These foods are light in nature, easy to digest, refreshing, and not disturbing to the mind. Eaten in the modest portion and chewed slowly to enjoy the taste and texture of the food itself, not spices. Now, principle of yogic diet. The yogic diet stresses the consumption of natural, unprocessed food that promotes spiritual, mental, and physical health and aligns with yogic philosophy. It's based primarily on the yogic principle of ahimsa, satya, and shoucho. Ahimsa is commonly translated to non-violence. Ahimsa is the idea that all living things are connected and that the world would be a better place if you do not harm living things. The most obvious way not to cause harm is to reduce and eliminate the consumption of meat and dairy products. If you are not taking any kind of meat or dairy products, so you need not require to disturb the lives of these animals. So this is a falling in ahimsa or non-violence category. Then Sotto is a state of equanimity that yoga practices aim to cultivate. And that diet that is abundant in sattvic food will promote a calm heart and a clear mind. Sattvic food are generally fresh vegetables, whole grains and beans, mild healing spices, and other mildly sweet fruits and vegetables. So it is related with Satto. And Shoucho is practice of purity and cleanliness. One of the simplest way to promote Shoucho is to promote or reduce impurities in your body by only eating organic foods which are free of chemicals. So you should take organic food. No chemical pesticide is used in that particular type of foods that will be detrimental in the point of in the nutritional point of view. Now, Yogikar, you should go for the Mitahar, Potha Ahar, and Sattvic diet. Hot Yoga test is Hot Yoga text is Hot Yoga Pradipika, and Giranda Samgita defines yogic diet in three categories: mitahar, that means moderate and balanced diet; potta ahar, beneficial and preferred diet; and apotta ahar, harmful and prohibited diet. Some traditional yogic texts mentioned three valuable points regarding intake of food. Mitobhuk, once one should take a balanced diet. Ritubhuk, one must according to the take the food according to the season. Hitabhuk, diet must be suitable to health, sattvic diet. Now, in yogic diet, what are the ingredients are there? What are the foodstuffs are there for this yogic diet? You can go for the whole grains, fresh vegetable and fruits, nuts and legumes, oils, dairy product, salt, sweet and spices, and others. Now, food considered sattvic include grains, whole grains like aged and brown rice, millets, jowar, bajra, ragi, etc., oats, barley, whole wheat. Bread is not considered sattvic as it is processed and has yeast. Pulses, moong dal, lentils, yellow peas, soybeans, etc. Fruits, almost all fruits are considered citrus fruits. Orange, lemons, sweet lime, and grapes, melons, apples, banana, etc., etc. Vegetables, almost all the vegetables are considered. Exclusion are onion and garlic, which are pungent and considered rajasic in nature. Onion and garlic, but their therapeutic value is present as well. Mushroom and potatoes are considered tamasic in nature. Clear? But combining the above vegetables with other foods or spices can nullify their negative effects. That is the important aspect. Combine the above vegetables with the other foods or spices can nullify their negative effect. So you can go with all these vegetables. Then dairy, according to the Ayurveda, milk is one of the purest sattvic food. which is the essence of medical plants with the animal has which the animal has eaten. Milk is believed to increase the strength and life and has a tranquilizing effect. Milk produced like butter, ghee, homemade paneer, curd, and they are all considered sattvic. If the cow is taking food which is produced with the help of these, you can say, pesticides or chemicals, then the milk is may not be a good one. The cow has to eat the organic type of food so that the milk will be good enough. Keep the point in mind also. Then nuts, seeds, and oils. Any nuts and seeds which are not roasted or salted are considered. Then sweeteners, honey is considered as a natural sweetener and is known for boosting the immunity. Spices are commonly in our household like pepper, jeera, dhania, ginger, etc., etc. Moreover, Biruddha ahar is incompatible food. Food interaction should be present. You should not take milk with this food. Biruddha ahar is there. Then Biruddha quality is present over there. So you have to keep very careful while preparing food or taking food. You cannot consume milk with lemon juice. It will be detrimental. Clear? Then common salt contains what type of salt we should use in our yogic diet. Common salt contains 97% of sodium chloride, while 3% other ingredients are added during refining. Iodine is primary ingredient among them, and it is added to eliminate the possibility of goiter disease. Clear? The rock salt is a coarsely and is found underneath the earth. It consists of about 85% of sodium chloride, while the remaining 15% contain at least 84 types of elements, including minerals such as iron, copper, zinc, iodine, manganese, magnesium, selenium, etc. These minerals are beneficial for our body. Black salt mainly consists of sodium chloride and a trace amount of sodium sulfate, sodium bisulfate, sodium sulfide, iron sulfide, hydrogen sulfide. Due to the presence of iron and other minerals, the salt is pinky gray in color. So it is advised to take the rock salt while preparing food. This is more beneficial than that of other salts counterfeit. Now, what is the principle of diet? Intake of 6 rasas or taste. At each meal, you will incorporate food that are sweet, salty, sour, bitter, pungent, and astringent. 6 type of rasas are there. Begin with your meal with food that have a sweet taste. Next, move on to food that is salty and sour. Finish your food that are pungent, astringent, and bitter. Eat mindfully and with concentration. Avoid talking, laughter, and other distraction to fully appreciate your meal, and the wholesome benefit is provided. Don't take food while you are watching the television. While taking food, be mindful what type of food you are taking and think this food is going to help our body and heal whatever disease or whatever disabilities is present within our body. You have to think like that. Then only this food is going to help you. Eat slowly enough that you can savor the taste of the food. Eat the proper quality of food. Be aware of hunger signal, signs of fullness to avoid overeating. So listen to your body. When you are satisfied, don't go for overeating. Eat only when your previous meal has been digested. The guidelines suggest that you do not eat within 3 hours of your previous meal or snacks, but should not go without food for longer than 6 hours. This is the principle of diet, depending upon the depending on the concept of the yoga. Now, eat consciously. Focus on breakfast and lunch. Many Ayurvedic practitioners recommended eating a modest breakfast and a larger satisfying lunch. Dinner may or may not be consumed based on your hunger levels. Over processed food should be avoided. Priority should be given to the natural seasonal food. Mixing up food of opposite type should be avoided. It is known as Viruddhasana, which I have already discussed. Example, fruit salad with milk. Half of your stomach filled with food, one fourth with liquid, and the remaining one fourth should be left for gases to move around. Maintain the time of taking food. This is the important aspect while taking food. Then we have go for the mitahar. What is mitahar? Mitahar in Sanskrit combined a word from mita, that means moderate, and ahar, taking food or diet, which literally means the habit of moderate food. Eating habits should be conscious and mindful, which affect your body, mind, and soul. You quickly become aware of how your choices affect you. Food should be Shakti qualities, which increases energy and creates balance in the mind and body. Rajasic and tamasic food should be avoided, which causes anger, depression, fatigue, and lethargy in a person. Apotho, unwholesome food should be prohibited for better and healthy life. Diet should be in moderation, and overeating should be avoided at all cost. One fourth of stomach should be left empty, which just I have discussed. Should be based on the principle of ahimsa, that means non-violence. Then this is the Ayurvedic model. This is the time of this dosa: Vata dosa, Kapha dosa, and Pitta dosa, and they are vary with time. This is the you can say Ayurvedic or Yogic model of circadian rhythm, which we have known. We already know in case of physiology, but in Yogic terminology, this is termed as the Pitta time, Kapha time, and Vata time, and these are 8 hours each, and these are again divided into two types. That means from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at night, it is the time of Pitta. Then 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Vata. Then 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Kapha. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pitta. Then 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Vata. And then again 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Kapha. So these are just rotating in this way. You have to chalk out your work accordingly. In the early morning, that is in the Brahma Muhurta, near about 5 o'clock in the morning, you should go for exercise, meditation, elimination. Then you can go for light breakfast, follow the task list and productive type of work activities. Then go for from between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can go for the food, big lunch. Then 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Make task list for next morning, do for exercise, then light dinner, be with family and relax from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and you can then go for the bed. So this is the actual rhythm, Ayurvedic model, 24-hour cycle of energy cycle proposed by the Ayurveda. So this is the model of Ayurveda. What type of activity is better to perform in which time is depend upon this model. There are mainly three changes that occur in our dosa constituents with changing the season. Kaya or natural accumulation, the accumulation of imbalanced dosas in their main locations, such as Vata dosa in the intestine. Prokop, that is aggravation. Accumulation of dosa in other location of the body, such as Vata dosa in the lower back region. Then prosoma or specification, when the dosa came back to a state of balance after dearrangement. The dosa occur in the following order in respective season: Vata dosa, summer, kaya, prokop, rains, and prosomo, autumn. Pitta dosa, kaya, rainy season, and prokop in the autumn, and prosana in the early winter. Kapha dosa, kaya in the winter, then Prokop in the spring, and Prasana in the summer season. So not only in the daily 24-hour cycle, yearly calendar is also related with these dosas. So what type of food is taken in which season, that depends. That's why in Ayurveda they are always discussing about the seasonal food. They are giving the stress for a seasonal food. Why nature creates that particular type of food in a particular season? Because this type of food is required in that particular season for to nourish our body. This is the essence or important of this Ayurveda or yoga. This is the dosa calendar, Batu dosa, fall and early winter, when it is cool and dry, then Kapo dosa late winter and early spring when it is cold and wet, and Pitta dosa late spring through the summer when it is hot. Batu dosa season, what type of food we should take it? Kapo dosa season and Pitta dosa season. Food type is something different. And in case of Ayurveda, in order to boost our immunity, we should stress in three areas. We should work on three areas. First one, go for asana, pranayama, and meditation. That is related to with exercise part in physiology or physical method. Then, sattvic diet. It is and seasonal. You should include the seasonal food in that sattvic diet as well. So it is beneficial for your health. And last one is the rasayana or rejuvenation. If there is any missing element is there, you can rejuvenate your health with the help of this rasayana. What is this rasayana? These are the herbal plants or medical plants. You can say ashwagandha, turmeric, Indian gooseberry or amla, ginger, giloy, holy bristles. With all these things, some chabanpras or something like that, medicine is there, is available. You can take it for the betterment of your immunity and health as well. Now I am not going in these areas. Fasting, I am just skipping this fasting part. A bit too big. I'm starting with this gastrointestinal microbiota. When we are thinking for this immunity, the probiotics are living bacteria that are beneficial. Probiotics, prebiotics, symbiotics, and postbiotics. These are the four important aspects related with our gut immunity. If what is the probiotics? Probiotics are living bacteria that are beneficial to our health. We can consume probiotics either through food or supplement. So we should take such type of food which has an abundant amount of probiotics, which is better for our gut immunity and health. Then, what is prebiotics? Prebiotics are mostly fibers that are non-digestible food ingredient and beneficially affect the host health by selectively stimulating the growth and or activity of some genera of microorganisms in the colon, generally lactobacilli and bifidobacterial. That means prebiotics are the food of the probiotics. You can say in simple way. Clear? Then what is symbiotics? Symbiotics are the combination of probiotics and prebiotics delivered together to the body. It is a combined form of prebiotics and probiotics, common form of these two, where these two elements are present. Symbiotics are getting increased attention due to the idea that different prebiotics fibers will stimulate the growth of different gut bacteria strains. This seems to be an exciting concept because it means that prebiotics can have a significant potential to alter the microflora. But be careful because these changes may only occur in specific strain or species of probiotic bacteria. So prebiotic, probiotic, and symbiotic, the common part. And then the postbiotic are byproduct of the fermentation process that occurs when prebiotics feeds probiotics in your gut. When prebiotics feeds probiotics, whatever ingredient is formed in your gut, that is the postbiotics. Postbiotics include organic acid, enzymes, carbon substrates, which are believed to help regulate the consumption of microbiome. Believed to help the composition of microbiome. What are the source of this? Card, all kind of germinated and fermented food, vegetable, fruits, whole grains, legumes like peas and beans are among the best source of naturally occurring prebiotic fiber. Clear? So that's why natural food is much more helpful to for your gut immunity as well, which is related with your immunity, general immunity. Now these are the prebiotics and probiotics, and this is the common part that is symbiotics. And what about they are producing, that is the postbiotics. This is the what they are doing. This gut microbiota boost brain function, improves heart function, reduce insulin resistance, risk of diabetes, all these things. Now, there are three types of immunity. The end product of, actually, in terms of yoga and Ayurveda, the immunity sometimes referred as ojas and sometimes referred as bala. The end product of good digestion is ojas. When a person has a strong digestion, the transformation of food to different tissues and to ojas happens properly. Good oja means strong immune system. Ayurvedic defines ojas as vigor. It is the vital energy and core essence that nourishes all tissues and is responsible for the optimal functioning of the body, mind, and spirit. Sahaj or natural, that is inherited, comes from the parents. The effect will be at the chromosomal level. And then kalajo, that is depends upon time, related to the time of the day, season, age, etc., etc. Then juktik juktada, that is acquired. Jukti kurta bola represent the acquired immunity in which diseases can be defended against through the Ayurveda. Focus on three planes of for acquiring this immunity: ahar, vyama, and rasayana. Ahar related with diet, vyama related with sukshma vyama, as well as asan, pranayam, meditation, and then rasayana or rejuvenation, which I have discussed earlier, related with these medicines. You can say Chyawanprash is one of them. Then immunity. Immunity is the body's ability to resist or eliminate potential harmful foreign materials or abnormal cells. Provide immunity to the body by protecting against disease, identify and kill pathogens and tumor cells, produce white blood cells and antibodies, filters our organism that causes disease. Just a minute. Okay. The immune system, a functional system, not an organ system. Complex system includes skin, that is the physical barrier, lining of mucosa membrane, physical barrier, again, then secretion, tears and mucosa, etc., antimicrobial, blood cell and vasculature, WBCs, bone marrow, liver makes complement proteins, lymphatic system, lymphoid organs. Most tissues have radiant immune cells. All these things are related with our immune system. The immune system provides three levels of defense against disease causing the organism. Three levels of defense. First one, the barriers, prevent the entry point, the skin and mucosa membrane. Then stomach acid and digestive enzyme. That means HCl is present in the stomach and if we are taking any kind of food which have some harmful bacteria or virus that can be destroyed with the help of this HCl, hydrochloric acid. So they are also playing a preventive role for prevent this foreign pathogen. Then beneficial bacteria that live in the colon, the gut microbiota, which you have discussed earlier on, it is also helpful to minimize this foreign invader within our gut. Then this is the barrier. And the next one is the innate immunity and acquired immunity. Innate immunity in general defense mechanism. WBC called neutrophils and macrophage engulf and destroy the foreign invader and damage cell. And in case of acquired immune or specific mechanism, WBC called T lymphocyte or T cell target and destroy the infected or cancerous cell. WBC called B lymphocyte and plasma cell produce the antibody that target and destroy the infected or cancerous cells. That means in case of acquired immune system can work in two ways. First one, either they can, with the help of macrophage, they can destroy the cell, destroy the antigen, or with the help of humoral, they can able to produce the antibody that is able to destroy the antigen. So these two ways they are working. Now, the immune system innate and acquired, non-specific, this is they are related with first and second line of defense. The barriers which I have discussed earlier, the barriers are working to prevent the foreign invader within our body. And in case of inflammation flavor, neutrophil monocyte, they are playing a lot. And in case of acquired, that humoral and cell mediate immunity may occur. T helper cell and the memory cell, they can keep the memory of that particular type of antigen, and in future if this kind of antigen again enter in the body, they are directly destroy it with the help of either humoral antibody or produce the antibody within the body, or cell mediated or with the help of the cytotoxin T. Now, how they are working? These are the immunity, the immune response team. When antigen is entered, helper T cell, they can send this cell, this antigen to the cell mediated immune response and infected cell self-care, and they can destroy it with the killer T cell. With the help of killer T cell, they can destroy it or they can send it to the B cell. B cell can take it, and with the help of plasma, they can produce the antibody, and this antibody is able to destroy this antigen, and they are also keep the memory in the memory B cell for future use. So these are that in general, in a very nutshell, about the immune system. What are the key features? Oxidative burst. Certain immune cells produce a concentrated burst of reactive oxygen species, damaging the substance that help kill invader organism. Some key features are related with this immunity. Oxidative burst. Certain amount of immune cell produce a concentrated burst of reactive oxygen species. The production of reactive oxygen species by certain cell, particularly macrophage and neutrophils, following challenged by a pathogen which leads to damage and disease. Reactive oxygen species, types and source. Free radicals are there. Superoxide, hydroxyl radical, peroxyl radical, these are the free radicals, and there are non-free radical part also present in these oxidative stress or oxidative burst. That is hydrogen peroxide. It is very harmful, and that is not non-free radical. And what are the sources? During the course of metabolism, by auto oxidation of hemoglobin and xanthine oxidase, OH by Fenton reaction, O2, H2O2, and OH. What is this meaning? Meaning of this? Superoxide, hydroxyl radical, and peroxyl radical by partial reduction of molecular oxygen and electron transport system in mitochondria. Ingestion of toxin, chemicals, or drugs, they are responsible for these oxidative stress. And how you are going to protect it, how you are going to prevent it, with the preventive or protective nutrient are also playing a major role to protect that. That is vitamin C, vitamin E, iron, zinc, copper, and selenium. This is, you can say, antioxidant or antioxidant, whatever you may say. These are responsible for minimizing the free radicals within our body. That is also related with aging process. And then oxidative stress, the imbalance between the oxidant production and the antioxidant mechanism. That is the oxidative stress. Oxidative damage to the DNA, proteins and lipid, unsaturated fatty acids. Oxidative stress and disease, inflammatory condition, rheumatoid arthritis, obesity, cancer, etc., etc. What is antioxidant? Enzymes, vitamins, and trace element. What are the enzymes? Superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione system, then vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin A, and beta carotene, and vitamin E, and trace element selenium. These are required antioxidants. They are helpful to minimize these free radicals and minimize the effect of this oxidative stress. This is the one important aspect related with our immunity. And the next important aspect is proliferation. What does the word proliferation means? Refers to an increase in the number or amount of something is proliferation. Refers to an increase in the number or amount of something is proliferation. The immune system is constantly producing cells, chemicals, and proteins to carry out its function. When it encounters a foreign invader, it ramps up production of to respond as needed. If the immune cells are number is less, then you are not being able to fight with this foreign invader. So number should be adequate so that you are able to fight. And this is with the process of proliferation, they can able to produce good number of cells within your body. Important nutrients which are responsible for this proliferation: vitamin A, vitamin D, folate, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, iron, and zinc. Proliferation requires energy, building blocks, and cofactors to produce the many cells and substances needed to mount an effective immune system. The listed micronutrients have essential role in the production and development of all new cells in the body, including immune cells. So without cell proliferation, the number of immune cell is not adequate. If the number of immune cell is not adequate, you are not being able to fight with this antigen. And one more concept is that is inflammation. What is this inflammation? Isolate the injured or infected area. That is inflammation. Helps. Sorry. Isolates the injured or infected area, helps deliver immune system, chemical messengers, and antibody to the site of injury or infection. Important nutrients EPA and DHA. What is this? They are omega-3 fatty acids. Clear? Inappropriate activation or the inability to turn off the inflammation can lead to tissue damage and chronic disease. EPA and DHA have anti-inflammatory property or activity that can help keep inflammation in check. So these two figure I have produced over here. First one is the normal healthy cell, and this one, the second one is the inflamed cell. They are not being able to reduce the toxic substance which are present within the cell. No hormones, no nutrients, nothing is possible, and they are totally toxic for our body. And this is the healthy cell. See the contrast between these two kinds of cells. Dietary recommendations based on yogic diet. What diet we should follow to boost up our immunity? Vitamin A, carrot, sweet potato. Vitamin C, sweet red pepper, kiwi fruit, strawberries, lemon. Vitamin D, fortified milk, sunshine. Vitamin E, almonds, sunflower oil, avocado, folate, wheat, vegetables, lentils. Vitamin 6, C, vitamin B6, potato, nuts, cereals, grains. Vitamin B12, cereals, mushrooms, zinc, cashew nut, pumpkin seed, sesame seeds, iron, beans, peas, lentils, soybeans, copper, cashew nut, lentils, selenium, brown rice, mushroom, Brazil nut. So all these ingredients should be there in a proper proportion so that your immunity can be built up in a greater way. And all the food stuff which I have mentioned over here are vegetable in nature. They are vegan type in nature. Now, EPA is one of the several omega-3 fatty acid. It is found in cold water fatty fish such as salmon. It is also found in fish oil supplement along with DHA. Omega-3 fatty acids are part of a healthy diet that helps lower risk of heart disease. Now, seafood, salmon, these are not accepted in case of yogic diet. So what to do? What will be the supplement of EPA and DHA? These two types of omega-3 fatty acid. Seaweed, nori, spirulina, and chlorella are different forms of algae that many people eat for their healthy benefit. Algae and seaweed are important source of omega-3 for people on a vegetarian and vegan diet because they are one of the few plant foods containing both DHA and EPA. So types of edible algae, these are present over here, four types: blue, green colored seaweeds, brown colored seaweeds, red colored seaweeds, green colored seaweeds. So seaweeds you can take, as well as uh, chlorella you can take to boost up your EPE and DHA within your body, so that no requirement is required to meet the demand of omega-3 fatty acid. Now, other health benefits of yogic diet: aids in weight loss, improves digestion, removal of toxin, boosts metabolism, improves mood and increase energy, control over emotion, boost immunity, improve quality of sleep, maintenance of cardiopulmonary health, regulate natural hormonal functions. All these are the other benefits. With these, I may conclude: adopting the yogic diet is a great way to lead a sustainable, healthy, and happy lifestyle. Health is wealth, sound mind in a sound body. Thank you, madam. Hello. Hello. Hello, madam. Hello.
ও আমাদের ঘরের স্ত্রীগুলো নষ্ট হয়ে যাবে না, কালকে 3 মাস পরে নষ্ট হয়ে যাবে না। না, তারে এখানে এখানে কন্ডিশনার সূর্য কোন দিক দিয়ে উঠছে আমি এটাই বুঝতেছি না। হ্যাঁ কারণে Yeah, IGP now second start the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. For some technical problem, you cannot continue the quiz session from our website. So, to join the quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com and the code is 2157498. I repeat the code 2157498. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. And with 17 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is, who is god of Ayurveda? Option 1, Adinath. Option 2, Dhanvanti. Option 2 is the right answer. 72% people are right here in the leaderboard. Leah is holding the first position. Our second question is, who is the father of Ayurveda? Option 1, Dhanvantari. Option 2, Chakha. Option 2 is the right answer. 47% people are right here in the leaderboard. Shamim is holding the first position. Our third question is, Ahar means food and Anna means diet. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 95% people are right here in the leaderboard. Shamim is holding the first position. Our fourth question is, Ayurveda means science of life. Option 1 true, option 2 false. Option 1 is the right answer. 90% people are right here in the leaderboard. Shamim is holding the first position. Our fifth question is, which one of the following is correct? Option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 57% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shamim is holding the first position. Our sixth question is, honey is not included in which type of diet? Option 1 vegetarian diet, option 2 vegan diet. Option 2 is the right answer. 67% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shamim is holding the first position. Our seventh question is, egg is included in the lacto-vegetarian diet. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 10% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shamim is holding the first position. Our eighth question is, ovo-vegetarian diet includes option 1 fish, option 2 egg. Option 2 is the right answer. 15% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shamim is holding the first position. Our ninth question is, the meaning of cheetah is option 1 mind, option 2 combination of mind, intellect and ego. Option 2 is the right answer. 95% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shamim is holding the first position. Our last and final question of the session is, Sharira is composed of option 1 Panchachakra, option 2 Panchamhabhutva. Option 2 is the right answer. 80% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our Olympics company certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our Olympics competition. You have top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our Olympics company certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to goal, not the people or things, Albert Einstein left. Before I click enter button, or thank you all for your active participation as well as see you again in the next session. Thank you.